Attendance at our rec centers have increased by 25% over the last 4 years. Our senior initiative has helped more than 200 seniors resolve housing and quality of life issues. EMS response time for critical calls is well below the national average. In 2007, the first police academy since 2001 graduated. Since then, 4 other classes have graduated. We've given 2 police entrance exams, and we have given a promotional exam. All this was designed to help maintain staffing level. A fire cadet class graduated in 2009, and we will give a fire entrance exam this year. For the 2009 flu season, the Division of Health distributed 68% more flu shots than it did in 2008, and the city's health centers increased HIV testing by 72% over 2006. Our neighborhoods have also continued to be a priority, despite economic hard times. We used the 5-year capital improvement plan to target our investments. Since 2006, more than $72 million has been invested in roads, bridges, streetscapes, rec centers, playgrounds, and parks. In 2009, the Department of Building and Housing issued more than 15,000 permits, reflecting more than $900 million of investments in the city of Cleveland, a 24% increase since 2006. More than 4,000 abandoned properties were condemned and demolished since 2006, and the city raised 1,700 structures just in 2009 alone. Now, by comparisons, Detroit demolished 920 structures out of an estimated 100,000 vacant properties. Buffalo demolished 700 vacant structures out of an estimated 25,000, and Pittsburgh was just over 700 out of an estimated 13,000 vacant structures. Cleveland's aggressive demolition strategy has helped reduce the number of vacant and distressed properties in the city of Cleveland from more than 8,000 in June of 2008 to about 6,800 today. That's about a 15% drop. These efforts help make our neighborhoods better places to live and take away the opportunities for vacant structures to become places where there's criminal activity. I want to thanks to the hard work of our police force, an improved police deployment plan, an increase in the use of crime analysis tools and technology, and stronger partnership with our local and federal law enforcement. Violent crime in Cleveland is down in nearly every category, including arson, assault, rape, burglary, as compared to 2006. However, over the last 4 years, homicides have increased by less than 1%, primarily as a result of 3 incidents of multiple homicides last year. 5 people lost their lives in a tragic case of domestic violence on West 89th Street. 4 people were killed in a boarding house arson fire on the near west side, and 11 women lost their lives and were killed on Imperial Avenue. Now, each of these cases has touched us, not just in Cleveland, but in our entire community. And they are pointed reminders that we still have a lot of work to do. Now, last month, later this month, however, I will receive a report from the Commission on Sex Crimes and Missing Persons that I've formed in the wake of the Imperial Avenue tragedy. This report will help us to know what has to be done to handle these types of cases in the future. But all this progress is not enough. City departments will continue to work on finding better and more efficient ways to provide service, quality of life, and public service, and how to invest in our neighborhoods, residents, and businesses. But providing service to the city costs money. While we've done an outstanding job at reducing our operating costs and providing more service for less money, we will need to increase revenue to continue to move forward. This can come about by what I call self-help. In my 2008 State of the City speech, I called for both the public and the private sector to invest an additional 3% of what we spend on purchasing goods and services in this region into our regional economy. This would result in billions of additional dollars invested into our economy, help local companies stay in business, help job retention, and create job growth. Since then, I've increased the city's local procurement efforts. In 2008, the city of Cleveland spent 61% of our procurement dollars in a 5-county region, with 40% going to Cleveland businesses. In 2009, the city spent 72% in the region, with 49% going to Cleveland businesses. The Cleveland Small Business Program, which focuses on local companies, including minority and female companies, met or exceeded nearly all of our goals for hiring CSB certified companies. This year, we'll submit legislation to Cleveland City Council for their review that would offer additional incentives to local companies who bid on Cleveland projects based on one or more of the following criteria: that the company meets the city's definition of a local sustainable company, the company produces or processes goods within this region, and in the case of contracts for food service, the company purchases food from Northeast Ohio farmers or producers. Now, finally, in 2009, the City Department of Economic Development and our City Loan and Review Committee approved $95 million in assistance to businesses and development projects. These grants and loans will help create more than 2,500 jobs. And already this year, we have announced that Rosetta, a digital marketing company, will bring 400 jobs into downtown Cleveland. The work of the Economic Development Department is doing to attract new businesses and to stimulate jobs is enhanced by a number of significant projects that are set to be underway in the near future. The Flats East Bank, Medical Mart Convention Center, a downtown casino, the State Behavioral Health Facility, and Uptown project at Mayfield and Euclid. Now, these projects that I just mentioned represents much more than $1 billion of investments in Cleveland. These projects will also create construction jobs and permanent jobs and go a long way in helping our hospitality, tourist, and the healthcare industries. As you can see, the work of the last 4 years has brought us to this moment. To further capitalize on this success, I will be dedicating a staff person reporting directly to my Chief of Regional Development to help coordinate major development projects. This position will serve as a one-stop expediter to help developers move their projects forward. But even these efforts and investments will not provide the long-term economic growth and stability that this city and region needs. Creating long-term economic growth and stability for businesses and our workforce is the focus of my economic agenda, and 2010 is a pivotal year for the success of this agenda. There are opportunities before us that we must take advantage of. There's an opportunity for Cleveland to change how we do business and what our businesses do, to become sustainable not only in what we produce, but in how we operate our businesses and how we operate our different governments. To help support sustainable economy and city, Sustainable Cleveland 2019 was created, a 10-year effort that was kicked off last year by a 3-day summit. The summit led to the creation of a business advisory council that will help guide the city's effort in creating a sustainable economy by the year of 2019. Tomorrow, we will begin our review of proposals for the creation of a strategic plan that will serve as a blueprint for economic transformation.